Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the channel. Today, we'll take a look at top 10 performances of Julie Andrews. Before you begin, be sure to like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future updates. Number 10, Lady Whistledown Bridgerton 2020. Regardless of how Julie Andrews appears or does not appear, we'll identify the best Julie Andrews performance. Andrews' transcendent singing is well known, but she also possesses a powerful speaking voice. She's narrated a few films over the years, including 2007's Enchanted, but her turn in Netflix's Bridgerton in 2020 wowed everyone. Lady Whistledown is a mystery gossip who publishes her own newsletter and causes havoc among London's upper crust, and Andrews plays her. Her vocal performance is incredible. She's arrogant, snarky, confident, and crafty all at once. The season 1 conclusion of Bridgerton ultimately discloses Lady Whistledown's true name, but there's a terrible cause for her alter ego. In the Bridgerton season 1 conclusion, Penelope Featherington is revealed to be Lady Whistledown, a revelation that adds even more tragedy to her story. Number 9, Lily Smith Darling Lili, 1970. The film is set in northern France during World War I, where British and German pilots engage in genteel dogfights. Lily Smith is a well-known English singing star who is liked by both French and British pilots on the ground. At Café Can-Can, she mingles with them. Major Larrabee, an American, is particularly interested in her. If you enjoy musicals and spy movies, this is the Julie Andrews performance for you. In this 1970 film, Andrews plays Lily Smith, a musical sensation who is actually a German spy during World War I. The film is a comedy of errors, complete with confused identities, romance, and everything else a comedy of errors should have. Despite the fact that the picture was a commercial flop at the time, Andrews' performance practically jumps off the screen. It's a sultry, sensual film that gives her the opportunity to demonstrate skills she doesn't get to show off in many of her other films. Is there anything that this woman can't do? Number 8, Cinderella Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, 1957. While Julie Andrews is well known and admired for a wide range of roles, Cinderella was essentially written for her after all. How many people can say that a musical based on an actual Disney princess was written particularly for them? There aren't many of them. While Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella has been redone numerous times, since we love Brandy and Whitney Houston's version, seeing Andrews in the role is a genuine joy. She's in her early 20s, and her excitement shines through in her performance. This was a huge television event. 107 million Americans tuned in, accounting for 60% of the country's population at the time. Number 7, Queen Lilian Shrek 2, 2004. Queen Lilian is the Queen of Far, Far Away, the wife of King Harold, the mother of Princess Fiona, Shrek's mother-in-law, and the grandmother of the ogre triplets. Julie Andrews provides her voice. Dame Andrews may not be the most high-ranking royal on this list, but she is one of our favorites. After the events of the first film, Princess Fiona takes Shrek and Donkey to see her parents, the king and queen. Her father, John Cleese, is portrayed by John Cleese, while her mother, Queen Lilian, is played by J.A. Bayona. When the king and queen find that their daughter is in love with an ogre, they are shocked, but Andrews imbues her with tenderness and grace, offering the perfect antithesis to Cleese's frightened king. Number 6, Queen Clarice Rinaldi. The Princess Diaries franchise, 2001 to 2004. Is Julie Andrews playing Queen Clarice? Don't say anything. The Princess Diaries novels and movies are crucial for a generation of young readers, and Andrews' portrayal of Queen Clarice of Genovia is one of her best. She plays the gorgeous queen with her usual grace and sophistication, teaching in Hathaway's Mia how to be a princess. By playing off Hathaway and bringing to life the age-old struggle of young and older, Julie is able to let go a little and give us some of the fun granny energy we always knew she had in her. Plus, hearing Julie Andrews sing in the royal engagement would have cemented this role as one of our favorites. Number 5, Millie Dillmount Thoroughly Modern Millie, 1967. She not only has a lovely voice, but she also knows how to dance. Millie Dillmount makes her journey to the big city in the hopes of meeting a wealthy husband in Thoroughly Modern Millie. Millie is performed by Andrews, who gives the character a ray of sunshine and a childlike simplicity. Andrews' remarkable dance abilities are also showcased well in Millie. Alongside Mary Tyler Moore as Miss Dorothy Brown, she taps and prances her way to musical cinema glory. Our personal favorite is the elevator tap sequence, but there are plenty to choose from. Number 4. Emily Barham, The Americanization of Emily, 1964. Julie Andrews' performance in this film was a break from her typical fare. You wouldn't expect the singer of Spoonful of Sugar and Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to star in a black and white dark comedy or romantic drama, but she proved herself more than capable. Andrews portrays Emily, an English woman who lost her father, brother, and husband in World War II and falls in love with an American Navy officer. Perhaps against her better judgment, Andrews manages both the light-hearted banter and the serious subjects with ease, proving to all that she can do it all. Number 3. Victoria Grant or Count Victor Grzinski. Victoria, 1982. Victor or Victoria follows a young, down-on-her-luck singer who achieves success by impersonating a man who, in turn, impersonates a woman for his act. Please bear with us, we understand it's all a little complicated. The plot begs for a laugh, as many people are aware of various facets of Victoria's identity. But the film is also full of love and heart, and Andrews gives a fantastic, nuanced leading performance, and, of course, the image of her in that perfectly cut suit will live on forever. Number 2. Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, 1964. Mary Poppins is a cultural icon in the greatest conceivable way, and we don't need to tell you that. Not only did this classic, beloved picture provide us one of Julie Andrews' most enduring roles, but it also offered us one of the greatest Golden Globes acceptance speeches of all time. Despite Andrews' Broadway success, Warner Brothers president Jack Warner picked Audrey Hepburn in the film adaptation of My Fair Lady. We can't feel sorry for Julie Andrews, though. She seemed to have a perfect life. She went on to win the Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role. Jack, thank you once more. Number 1. Maria, The Sound of Music, 1965. It's impossible to think about Julie Andrews without recalling the opening scenes of The Sound of Music, in which she sprints across the hills, singing at the top of her lungs and dazzling our screens with her joy. Andrews' most memorable film to date is without a doubt The Sound of Music, with its great melodies by Rodgers and Hammerstein. In the role of Maria, Andrews is enthralling. She lights up the screen, demonstrates her remarkable singing ability, and her bond with Captain Von Trapp, played by the late, great Christopher Plummer, is palpable. The hills are teeming with life. This concludes today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Please let us know what you think in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates.